Hello Year 8s, it's Miss Rowe and here is the recap lesson of digital footprints on the e-safety topic, which we'll be going over the next few weeks. So let's start off with learning objectives. So this lesson, you should be able to understand digital footprints, recognise that online information can be helpful or harmful, consider your digital footprint and what you would like it to look like in the future. So we'll obviously be carrying this lesson on this week as well, Thursday. So the activity I gave you at the beginning of the lesson was, what was the first site or social media profile? Did you post pictures? Was it private or public? Well, I know a lot of people in the room yesterday said YouTube or Snapchat. One person said Instagram, and they post pictures of daily life someone gave as an answer, which is quite a good answer really, because we all know when you go to Nando's or you go to a family member's and they make an amazing meal, you want to put it on Snapchat. You want to go live on Instagram and say, oh, look at this meal. So that was great to hear off everyone on that. Okay, so a digital footprint is a trail of information you create whilst using the internet. It includes the websites you visit, emails you send, and information you submit to online. So like we were saying yesterday, basically anything you do online can be part of your digital footprint, which I'm about to show you now. So anything you've joined, which we'll go into it a bit more in a few slides, anything. So whether you've signed up to the Superdrug card, so you get a Superdrug card and you log in online and you can get beauty points, Debenhams, Tesco points, etc. These are all where you obviously will have a digital footprint because you've actually registered, put your information in and logged in. Okay, let's have a look. So this is mine. So I'm sure some of you will be laughing right now, but this is what I found just on Google about myself. So that picture is in Australia. In 2009, when I was on holiday, I went to the Blue Mountains on a tour with two of my friends, and this is on Google. And the only reason it's on Google is because I left a review of a restaurant in Australia on TripAdvisor. So this one picture, just because I've joined up to TripAdvisor, this one picture is shown on Facebook. Sorry, Google, not on Facebook. Okay, so next one is 2012. These pictures here, this one was in the local Gazette newspaper, and this one was in a Fleetwood Gazette type newspaper. This was on one of Google's main pages, and this is from 2012 when I used to own a shop. So obviously it's 2018 now. It's been 5 years since these pictures were taken, but they're still on Google image search. This is just a poster we made when we had a Christmas fair. That was 2014. So as you can see, we've got 2009, 2012, 2014, and then last year we got a puppy. Her name's Indiana. So that also, she's actually got more of a digital footprint than I actually, because her Instagram page has about 700, 800 followers. But that's another story. But this obviously shows you just things you've posted or been in the paper or printing on Instagram or leaving a review on Facebook or TripAdvisor. All this can be seen just from that simple search. So here we go. Here's a few obviously extra. There's your little footprint in the centre, and these are the types of websites that leave it. So Skyping, website subscription. So when you get those emails, sometimes you might call these emails spam actually, but Facebook, chat rooms, so any gamers out there, obviously any forums, you know, how do I get to the treasure, anything like that, that's also part of your digital footprint. So next was the video. Obviously I'm not going to play that now, I'll let you watch it in your own time, but I will post a link. It wasn't actually working, I don't think, in class, so I'll post the link up so you can have a look at it before next session. And real life scenarios. So we obviously had the start of activity and we went over what websites we're currently on. A lot of people were saying Snapchat. Well, like this one here, this is a cycling app and a running app, and you can obviously you can see the date there and how far or how long he's run or cycled for. And this person called Will, literally, if you click on his profile, it shows you exactly where he is at that moment, if he's cycling, obviously. But if you start following this person, you can see when he's about to start his bike ride or running with his friends. So obviously this is showing his exact location at that moment. Same as Snapchat. When Snapchat has location and you can obviously turn it on ghost mode, well, you don't want anyone to know where you are at that very moment. If you post a picture of food, obviously people are probably going to know you're in Nando's, but you're not telling them exactly which Nando's you're in. You should only have friends and family on social media anyway, but obviously making things public to get more followers, you have to just watch what you post if you do post anything. So, everything you do now ends up in your permanent record. The best plan is to overload Google with a long tail of good stuff and to always act as if you're on candid camera, because you are. So just posting things that are positive and make other people feel happy, no cyberbullying, obviously anything, even the reviews I mentioned a bit earlier on, that review, it's just the fact that it shows now in 2018 something I did 5 years ago in another country. You've just got to be very careful what you post. And obviously I gave you this, so if you haven't finished it, obviously you'll know what to do now. You can add what type of digital footprint you have, and then tomorrow's lesson will go over the future. And that includes posting things on Twitter and Instagram that you wouldn't want future jobs and employers to see, or even colleges. So we'll go through that tomorrow anyway. Okay, right, see you in lesson. I hope this was okay for your recap.